Topping today's news, police asking for the public's help in locating 16-year-old female Jcn Smith. Prime Minister Davis quickly dismissing suggestions that Energy and Transport Minister is seeking to become the PLP's deputy leader, and former Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis declares he will run in the 2026 general elections, even if not ratified by the FNM. This is your JCN Evening News. I'm Jarino Saunders. Thank you so much for joining us. This morning, shortly before 9 a.m., police sent out a Marcos alert notifying the public that 16-year-old female Jcn Smith of Coral Breeze, Coral Harbor has been reported missing. Police say Jcn was last seen on Monday on Floridel Avenue, Bacardi Road. She is of dark brown complexion, stands 4 feet 10, and is of slim build. If you know of Jcn's whereabouts, you are asked to contact the police immediately at 919, or you can call CID at 502-9991 or 2. According to the government, some mischievous person paid for a full-page political ad in a local daily on Monday to suggest Energy Minister Jobeth Kobe Davis could be facing off with PLP Deputy Leader Chester Cooper for the deputy leadership post of that party at their next convention. Well, Prime Minister Philip Davis wasting no time in addressing this mischievous advertisement, saying that there is no truth to it, as Deputy Prime Minister Chester Cooper has his full confidence and support. He went on to say that the innovative work that Cooper is doing to revitalize our tourism industry is central to the government's plans to expand the economy. The Prime Minister also said that the Minister of Energy and Transport, Jobeth Kobe Davis, is doing an excellent job in her ministry, driving forward the country's first national or nationwide energy reforms to bring down energy prices and improve reliability when it comes to energy. Last week, while speaking at the Bahamas Business Outlook, Prime Minister Philip Davis chastised the banking sector, accusing banks of being a barrier to progress for business people. Well, on Monday, FNM leader Michael Pintard accused Prime Minister Davis of posturing and grandstanding and complaining about problems that he can fix. Mr. Pintard said, despite the PLP's bluster, they refuse to take action on banking reforms or any of the many impediments to doing business here in the Bahamas. Pintard accused the Davis administration of adding more regulations and bureaucracy for businesses and inland revenue taking a combative and confrontational approach to business owners. The FNM is demanding the PM stop the rhetoric and instead get to work making the necessary banking reforms. He shared a list of recommendations that the government can adopt in relation to making those banking reforms. Former Free National Movement leader and former Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis, the incumbent for the Killarney constituency, revealed that he absolutely intends to run in the 2026 general elections. This despite not taking part in the FNM's mandatory candidate training sessions. FNM leader Michael Pintard said last year that it is mandatory for every aspiring candidate to take part in those training sessions, including sitting members of parliament. Dr. Minnis told the Tribune that the mandatory training is not standard for the party procedures. In the meantime, the FNM has reportedly given the go-ahead to several political candidates to test the waters in various constituencies. However, it is unclear if anyone other than Dr. Minnis has been given the nod to begin campaigning in the Killarney constituency. The FNM Killarney Constituency Association will host its monthly meeting tonight at the New Providence Community Center on Blake Road, 7 o'clock, with guest speaker Keno McCartney, who will speak on the subject Surviving in 2025. If Dr. Minnis does not get the nomination by the FNM and is forced to run as an independent, he could split the FNM vote, making way for a PLP victory in the Killarney constituency. And finally, in this segment, during her speech at the Bahamas Business Outlook at Bahama on Thursday, Chinese ambassador to the Bahamas, Yan Zhirong, spoke on the subject China-Bahamas trade and the opportunities that exist. She said China has become the major trade partner for more than 150 countries and regions, with a total goods traded with China ranking first in the world for the past 7 to 8 years consistently. She revealed that in 2024 alone, there was a staggering volume of trade between the Bahamas and China.
The trade volume between China and the Bahamas reached US dollar 1.24 billion from January to November 2024. It's a year-on-year increase of 172%. More and more Chinese-made products of daily use, home building materials, and electric vehicles get into the lives of Bahamian people, enriching their choices, reducing their living costs, and helping to improve their well-being.
Ms. Zhirong said she is not surprised by the volume of trade between the Bahamas and China because Chinese products are of high quality and competitive pricing. She claimed that China is the world's most complete industrial system and is the only country in the world that has all the industrial categories in the United Nations Industrial Classification, and that China can produce just about anything on the planet, providing a broad stage for Bahamian producers and Bahamian services.
China is a prosperous market. Despite rising uncertainties in the global economy, China has been steadfastly pursuing the Chinese modernization and high-quality development. China's economy has been generally stable and continued to gain momentum. In the first 3 quarters of 2024, China's economy grew by 4.8%, which is one of the fastest among all major economies. China's economy remains a stabilizer and engine for the global economy. So this is China's greatest strength and confidence in sharing opportunities and seeking common development with the rest of the world, including the Bahamas.
The Chinese ambassador noted that since its formation 75 years ago, the People's Republic of China has lifted more than 800 million people out of poverty, completing a journey in several decades that has taken Western developed countries several centuries. You're listening to JCN News. We'll take a break here. We'll be right back following these commercials.